Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ruka here.
Michael.
And before we get into the news this week, I actually want to make a bit of a short announcement for the next few videos that we are going to be doing on the channel. So, recently, because we have been having a lot of issues in terms of like scheduling and stuff like that, mainly with Jerrison, how me and Michael haven't really been able to meet up with Jerrison, or that just scheduling issues have caused us to like videos getting delayed or coming out like very late and stuff like that. So we're gonna try and do the next few videos now a little differently from how we've been doing them. Basically, like we've been doing recently, me and Michael will continue to do the weekly news for the channel on our own. And if there's anything that like I can try to do on my own, I'll try to do that as well. And Jerrison will be focusing on videos by himself. So we're just gonna continue on like this for the next couple of weeks, maybe, and see just how this is going to work with the channel. So, yeah, with that being said, we'll just go ahead and get right down to the news, starting off with the Sakamichi series because we had some major news drop in the Sakamichi groups, mainly Keyakizaka46 had
I
some
feel like we, to
pretty major announcements that really shocked a lot of fans, including us.
be honest, I feel like we should go on to that later on,
Oh, okay.
like because it is pretty big.
Okay then.
Um, don't know where you want to start off first with that.
Well, how about starting off with this is involving all of the Sakamichi groups. So
Magically,
NHK is going to air a extended cut version of the Sakamichi TV Volume 2 on February the 8th. I still haven't watched that, but I think I'll definitely try to check out the extended cut when it does come out.
if I remember correctly, there is gonna be stuff like kohaku footage, unseen footage from like the location shoots of various members.
Okay.
Probably, but
All right, well, that sounds really interesting. Again, I'll be trying my best to get into that. I know I haven't been keeping up with as much of like the 48 and 46 groups as I used to, mainly because I've been obsessed with LOONA recently, but I'm still gonna try my
I've been
best.
too busy.
All right, moving on next to Nogizaka. Some cool news with them involving the second gen members. They are going to be holding a concert at Yoyogi National Stadium on March the 7th. So that's really cool. Good for them.
I've seen I've seen a lot of people happy about this because
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are some really popular members in the second gen I know, like Horimiona. So that's cool for them that they get their own concert. How about next we go on to Hinatazaka46 news?
I've already got part of it up
Mm-hmm.
regarding the set list.
Yeah.
Um,
So there were more details revealed for their upcoming fourth single, so that includes the full set list of the songs that will be included on the single. So we have the
so
title track, Sonna Koto Nai
that's
Yo,
the
which will
track.
be on all types. And then
It's
there's
a good song.
yeah, Seishun no Uma, which will
Shinoma,
be all types common coupling track. Then on
good
type
song.
A, there is the coupling track Suki to you koto wa. Uh,
I
and
feel like
then
the
on
hold
type
on.
B, oh, sorry, what was it?
I was gonna look up the the unit members
Okay, well,
going. Um,
all right. Do you want me to go on with the track list while you look that up?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
so after that, on type B is Mado wo akete nakutemo. Akete nakutemo. Ah, okay. Mado wo ake nakutemo, which will be on type B. And then on type C is naze, which we heard in Dasada previously was being sung by the unit Factory. So yeah, kind of
which is
like we
Higashi Muro
thought it
no
was going to be included on the single here.
The unit is Higashimura Mei, Matsuda Konoko, and Kawata Hina. I remember that.
Uh-huh. And then
I like
on
that.
the
Like,
regular edition, there is Kimi no tame nani ga dekiru daro. All right, did you find the member lineup for each of the coupling tracks?
it should be on the official site. Hold on.
Okay. I'll try to look it up too. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in hearing a full version now of Naze, just from the snippet that we got of it of the drama. I haven't seen the two most recent episodes, episodes 2 or 3. I haven't seen them yet. I think I'm gonna try
I
to
think
find and see if the episodes have been subbed yet. I know at least episode 1 has been subbed by Keyakizaka46. So I'm gonna try and maybe find that and then try to catch up with the rest of the drama series.
I found it.
Oh, you found
I
it?
think I
Okay.
found it. There we go. I just need to. Oh, hold on.
Oh yeah, I found it
um,
too.
if you, because I can't really read the kanji.
Okay. So, in Suki to yu koto wa is Ushio Sarina, Kato Shiho, Saito Kyoko,
Ah, it's fiction.
Sa Sasaki Kumi, Sasaki Mirei, Takase Mana, Takamoto Ayaka, and Higashimura Mei.
First gen.
Oh yeah, that is the first gen. In
And
Mado
uh,
Akenakutemo is Kato Shiho, Saito Kyoko, Sasaki Kumi, Sasaki Mirei, Kosaka Nao, Tomita Suzuka, and Watanabe Miho.
pretty sure that's the main cast Dasada.
Oh yeah, that
The,
is the main cast.
yeah.
That's
And
right.
Naze,
That's
as
pretty
we
cool.
said, is the Naze, as we said, is the factory unit of Higashimura Mei, Kawatahina, and Matsuda Konoka.
Hmm. And
And then
Kimi
the
no tame
last
nani ga
song we've yet to
dekiru
mention.
daro is Kanemura Miku, Kawata Hina, Kosaka Nao,
Right.
Tomita Suzuka, Nibu Akari, Hamagishi Hiyori, Matsuda Konoka, Miyata Manamo, Watanabe Miho, and Kamimura Hinano. So that's second gen plus Hinano.
And yeah, second and third gen. There we go.
Well, third gen is just
I'm
Hinano, so.
interested about. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I'm excited to see the other songs. Really,
Mm-hmm.
we
Me too.
managed to get a taste of Naze.
Uh-huh.
So now, for, now for the big news, I guess,
Oh
in
yeah,
terms of
all right.
Sakamichi.
Uh-huh. Oh no, wait, actually we forgot to mention with Hinatazaka as well. They released
Yeah,
the music video for Sonna Koto Nai Yo.
I mean, I like some bits made me really dizzy, but
Oh
overall, I
yeah,
like
because
the
they were
music
using
video.
like the wide panning shots that were like.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I do understand what you mean. Those did kind of make me like kind of dizzy, but I still think it was a really good music video, and the
It was
song
a really
itself is
good
really
video.
good.
Yeah.
So like once again, really solid single title track being put out by
Mm.
Hinatazaka.
To be fair, I liked all of the title tracks thus
That's
far.
true. That's true. They've put out nothing but just solid hits with their singles. So yeah, if you haven't
With
checked
a
out the
lot.
music video for Sonna Koto Nai Yo yet, definitely check it out. All right, then. Moving on now to the big news with Keyakizaka46. So, Oda Nana and Suzumoto Miyu announced graduation from the group. Hirata Yurina announced that she will be withdrawing from the group. And Sato Shiori announced that she will be going on a hiatus to study abroad. So that was a
Oh,
lot to
oh,
take
wow.
in when I first read that. I was like, what? I couldn't believe that that was real for a second.
I was actually at work when I found out, and I was just a depressed mess
Yeah,
the
it was
rest of the
like
day.
it's like I
No,
couldn't process it fully because it just happened so fast.
I mean, Oda and Suzumoto, I think
Mm,
we all assumed they were gonna graduate at one point, and
mhm,
Hirate has been through a lot over these past 4 years, so
mhm.
I wasn't surprised with her either. But it still really hurts.
Yeah. Like, I
It
think
it's actually
especially
half.
because, like, for those three, especially because they had been absent for a while, that we haven't been able to see them, it makes it that much more, like, just shocking, I guess is what you would say. Like, Oda Nana, she, after her scandal broke out, she had been, like, non-active for a while.
With me, she was completely gone for a while, and then Bunshin just made up a rumor that she was overseas. Um, my stupid.
Mm,
I remember that correctly.
mm. But yeah, even in their blogs, which has been translated on J Showbiz, the blogs from Oda Nana and Suzumoto Miyu. With
I
Miyu, it
mean,
talks about her. Basically, she had been having some physical and mental problems, basically.
does go back to Kakizaki Memi's situation before she graduated, because obviously she also took a pretty long hiatus before actually announcing her graduation, pretty much for the same reason, aside from the fact that she publicly revealed that she had to deal with stalkers. But at
Mm,
the end of the day, uh, I'm hurt especially by Miyu's graduation announcement because
mm,
she is one of my members.
mm.
Um, I
Yeah,
did
like with Miyu,
admire her, which
essentially, it was just like she just kind of lost her passion for it.
is a shame because she
Mm,
is a talented performer, and
mm-hmm,
ever since I became a fan, I respected her for it. And it's management has just wasted such a good talent in
mm-hmm,
her. Like
mm-hmm.
it makes sense because she was an idol for a while. Because if I remember correctly, she was an idol before her debut in Keiki.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's why she's good friends with Nogi's Sakaguchi Tamami, because they were in the same idol group before their respective debuts in Nogi and
Ah.
Keiki.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
that's pretty cool. Hmm. But yeah, that
in
is sad about that.
their graduations, kind of that these announcements haven't just affected the Keiki members, but obviously the Hinata members are affected as well, because obviously they used to be part Keiki.
Mm,
A lot of the Hinata members, the Keiki members, even Sakaguchi Tamami herself, kind of
mm,
gave her 2 cents on Miu's graduation. And
mm,
at the end of the day, their health, their happiness is what I I'm more focused on rather than them being idols. And if it
mm,
means them leaving the group, then so be it.
mm-hmm,
And with Shi-chan, I think if she wants to broaden her horizons by studying abroad, then
mm. Yeah, and
good
we've
for
seen
her.
sometimes that,
Wherever
like, that is the case for certain members, that sometimes, it is better for them to graduate from the group. Like that was the case with Harupi, for example. She had been on a hiatus for a year, not being active in the group because she was having a bunch of health issues. And now that she's graduated from the group and focusing on her solo work, she's pretty much thriving now. And I'm so happy to see that she is doing so well.
it was the same with Imaizumi Yui as well. Like
Mm.
it's only been what a year since she branched out into solo work. Look at her; she's been in dramas. She's still an active model too, like
And
in
she's been doing a
stage
bunch of
plays.
stage plays now.
Then,
Mm.
speaking of, I'm actually excited for Azumi.
Oh yeah. I think I saw a clip for that. It was like a comment video or something.
It was a small comment video on
Uh-huh.
the RUP Produce Twitter.
Hmm.
Oh,
She looks so
zooming with
cool
the
in that
sword is pretty
outfit.
bad. Ah, and then she that sword. Ah,
Hmm.
I'm excited, man.
Hmm.
Like, obviously, a lot of Sakamichi members want to branch out into acting. I mean, Sugai Yuka, I
Hmm.
think in an interview recently did say because of Hirudem, she wanted to branch out into acting more.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm happy to see former idols thrive in like solo work, whether it's um, solo music careers like Sayane
Hmm. Like
or
Sayane.
acting careers like Haruki and Zumin.
Hmm.
Like wherever they go, I think whether they retire from entertainment like Yonetani Nanami did,
Hmm.
or stick with it, like obviously Zumin and Shida Manaka is still a model as well.
Hmm.
I'm happy for it. And
Hmm.
obviously Shijan will come back, so that's something to look forward
Hmm.
to. How long? I don't know.
Hmm.
They should put the Kage and Aoi on us. That's yet to be seen.
Uh-huh.
So
But I do
yeah,
think that is cool that like because she graduated from an arts university that she is wanting to
yeah.
broaden her horizons with that. And going abroad, that's like
There
really
is a lot
cool.
of good art universities all over the world.
Mhm.
So I think
So yeah, I definitely think this will help her grow a lot. And also for Odanana too, I know that she said in her blog that she
she
wants to
wants
focus on university studies.
to focus on education. Yeah,
Mhm. So best of luck to her.
I think Hirata's situation, it's up in the air. Like no one
Mm.
knows what she's gonna do after she leaves Keki,
Mhm.
nor has she confirmed herself what she's gonna do.
No,
So
she talked
like a lot of
about
news
on
circles.
her School of Lock radio show or Girls Lock. She doesn't want to talk about it yet, but she will talk about it when she feels like she wants to or that she's comfortable talking about it.
I mean, the fact that she did say that has led a lot of places to speculate that she's gonna come back as a solo artist, but I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, it might just be
Maybe
because like she has been like the prominent ace member for Keyakizaka and she really has gone through a lot both physically and mentally, a lot of stress
mentally,
being put on her.
yeah,
Like I could see her honestly if she whether or not she does decide to continue pursuing a solo career in entertainment, she might just be like taking a break from it all, trying to just take a breather from it because she's 18
I
right
I
now.
hope so. Yeah, she's 18, turning 19 in June.
Okay,
So
has
I
she
hope so.
graduated from high school yet?
She would be in the same year as Kage and Memi.
Okay,
So she would be graduating this year.
okay. So maybe she's gonna like try and focus on that, and when she's graduated from high school, maybe try to figure out what she wants to do. And also on this topic, actually, because she talks about Yurina said that she is withdrawing from the group, not graduating. A another former idol, Moga Mogami, actually talked about the difference between withdrawal and graduation. Mogami or Moga herself, she withdrew from the group while another member from the group she was in, Dempagumi, she's a former Dempagumi member. Another member, Nemu, graduated from the group. So I actually have the translation of it up here. I'll talk about what she said here. About the difference between withdrawal and graduation. Even though I wanted to keep going, but both the body and spirit were reaching the limit, I had no choice but to leave, but could not use the method of graduation. Nemu's decision was upon a consideration of the future. So, yeah.
With that being said, then Like Oda is explicitly said what she wanted to do in the future, whereas Suzumon's use of the word graduation kind of basically hints that she's planning something then,
Hmm.
but we don't exactly know what. Of
Hmm. Well,
course, with
maybe we'll
this
see
being
once
said,
more information does come out about what they'll do after graduation.
maybe. But with that being said, like obviously, as I did say, the members themselves are probably as surprised and hurt as we are.
Mm-hmm.
And like reading a lot of their blogs, it kind of does show. And I think one member, I think who was closest to the three who are leaving, is actually our vice captain,
Hmm.
Moriakane.
Yeah, you
Um,
showed me the blog that she wrote.
hmm, I'm reading through it again, and like I think Nen, aside from obviously few other members, I think has been closest to every majority of the members who have graduated thus far.
Hmm.
And like I don't know, like Nen is the type of person to like I'd say the type of person to keep a lot of her feelings in until something
Hmm.
big happens like this, and
Yeah, like even you
it's
told
like
me like Nen doesn't really write a lot of really long blogs on Momabe or Mobame. Hers are like usually short, but when she writes them really long, it's like that's when you can tell like.
yeah.
So yeah, I get
She
what you
doesn't
mean,
really write
especially from reading through it.
like the fact that she says um something along the lines of I too when it was announced for real like this finally realized it, and it felt like a hole had opened up in my heart. I'm like it's like she kind of for me she's the person who kind of embodies what the fans are feeling as well, and it's like especially for the girls who have announced graduation. But
Hmm.
there was another but in another blog that she wrote um, back in 2018 about Imaizumi's graduation, she did say rather than be just she said something along the lines that even though it is sad, the word graduation should be something that's celebrated because these girls have made the decision to split from something that they've been a part of for whoever knows how long, and it must have been such a difficult decision for them to make that decision, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it so well that we should celebrate that these members are making that decision
Hmm.
instead of being sad about it. Because for me, again, I just want to see them happy, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what. And if leaving is how they find their happiness, then so be it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It's definitely, it will be bittersweet to see them not being a part of the group anymore. There's definitely going to be that, bit of, sadness of not seeing them there anymore. But, like we said, with some graduations, sometimes it's definitely for the better for the members themselves who are leaving. And if they are able to be happy and find what it is that they want to do, whether it's in entertainment or not, then we should be happy for these girls and wish them all the best.
and I think for Keiki as a whole, I think it would be the start of a new chapter. Nen's blog for about these announcements, Jesus, is literally can be translated to rebirth, like
Mm.
the second chapter of the whole group.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder, because obviously two of the members who were announced to be in ninth single Simbatsu, with them on one was leaving, the center is leaving, the other members on hiatus.
Oh, that's
How are they
right. You
gonna
have a
organize the
point.
formation then?
Like it was
How
announced back in last year,
July?
sometime last year, towards the end of
It was
last
like
year.
September, no, September last year, and the
September?
members themselves knew July. It was like September, October, and then the members themselves knew during the summer tour, because it was announced before the summer tour started. So I'm wondering how management will, you know.
I kind of forgot how
I
far
think
pushed back this single was in terms of like how far it was delayed. That's kind of
I think the
crazy.
postponement. I think the postponement of the single was because of these announcements.
Hmm.
Like, the members obviously knew way before we did,
Yeah.
and obviously management, like,
Yeah.
the members themselves had discussions with the management.
Hmm.
I think that's why Suzumon wasn't in Senbatsu for
Hmm.
this single, because she decided to make this decision way beforehand.
Hmm.
But with Tenchi, I feel like this announcement was way out of left field, like probably a recent
Yeah.
decision she came up with.
Because again, like she said, it's not a
And with Suzumon,
graduation, it's a withdrawal from the group.
exactly, exactly. So it's like,
Hmm. But yeah, now that you bring that up, it
because
is going to be
if,
interesting to see now how the group is going
if
to move on with this.
I'm wondering who's gonna center in Hirata's
Hmm.
place,
Yeah, you have a point.
because
It could.
there are three second gens who are literally in Hirata's vicinity in the formation who can center. I mean, Hikaru, who's behind her in the formation, actually centered Kuroi Hitsuji.
Yeah, that was really good. I could see
So,
Hikaru being a potential new center for Keyakizaka.
like any of the other members who have centered songs in concerts
Mm.
and stuff, like, I'm not I'm not saying this as a hope, but maybe, like, for example, Nen has centered, like, if it's a happy song, maybe like Koike Minami or
Ah.
Akanen herself as well, because they've
Oh yeah.
centered quite happy songs like Sezon and Sekai ni wa Ishikanai, or if it's a really aggressive song like Go On,
Hmm.
there's the guy,
Or Garasowara, if it's like a
and
really hard rock
Yuripon,
song. Yuripon, yeah, that was cool.
or
There's
or
literally
she
so
can
much
center some,
potential with this group.
exactly. Now that I think Hirata is gone, I think, not in a hateful way, but like,
Yeah, no, we're not
I
saying
think the
this
other
in
members
a
have to
mean
shine.
way at all.
No, I love Techi. I'm depressed she's leaving.
Hmm.
Um, to be honest, just as depressed she's leaving than Mon is leaving.
Hmm.
Like, I hate the fact that she had to go through all that.
Hmm.
And I feel like it's better for her to leave,
Hmm.
so other members get that chance to shine.
Hmm. So yeah, again, with all of the
Yeah,
members, with Nana, Techi, Mon, and Shiori, best wishes to all of them in what they are wanting to pursue, whatever it is that they decide to pursue in the future. And for the rest of Keyakizaka, again, this is definitely, I imagine it's sad for a lot of the members, but I hope that this next chapter, whatever we see from them in the future, is going to be a really good new start for them. All right, so moving on now, we will go to AKB48 news. So, starting off with the multi group news, we had the second concert of the request hour. So, we got the top 25. I'll pull that up here now on J Showbiz. So, were there any particular placements that interested you from looking at the lineup?
I've not seen. I've not seen it,
Oh wait,
so
hold
I
on. I'll
can't
send it.
say.
I'll send it to you real quick.
Wait,
There's one that I think you'll like.
hold on,
There's one that I think you'll be happy about.
hold on. I know Cross is in there somewhere. I think at 14. I
Yes,
know
it
that.
is.
I
Cross
feel
is
like that's a good
actually,
send.
yeah, 14.
I, I think that's a good send off to Chitter because that's pretty much her song, and
Uh-huh.
I love it, man.
Mhm.
Oh, Yokozuna Shiwasa's on there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, feels.
うんふん。夜風
Wait,
の仕業
is 今の
that's
私じゃダメなんだ?
Dasu
Dasu's solo
solo.
song from the second album?
Yes, it's Dasu's solo
Ah,
song. Woohoo! So that's really cool.
uh,
I think she's definitely, it really shows her
that's
boost in popularity has been happening.
Is Vacancy an SK song? I feel
Vacancy?
like
Yeah, it is. It is an SKE song. It was a coupling track for Shoot
no.
Sign. Remember, it was the music video where they were all painting on each other's clothes?
Oh yeah,
That
no,
was
because
a
I've
really
not
cute video.
followed it.
Hmm.
Because I remember the tune. I didn't remember which group it was,
Uh-huh.
to be honest.
And Akai Pinhilto Professor is
But
24th. I know that this shocked a lot of Jurina fans. I know
I
it's like,
think
especially
the
because
most
Akai no Pinheel, because it used to be like so high in the top rankings in the past, but I think because Jurina has been like focused on more doing solo work as opposed to stuff for the group, which she still does stuff for the group, but she's been doing a lot of solo stuff now, and then also, taking the break that she had a couple times in the past. So like I can understand that might be part of the
about it
reason why it
was that a
dropped.
cake song?
What was it?
The song at number 6, Yume no Kaidan wo Nobore,
Oh yeah,
which
that's
is an
a
Igai ni manga cover.
yeah, it was a Kenkyusei song.
Can you
That
say?
song is really popular in SKE.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it ranked that high,
Hmm.
honestly.
Hmm. There are some other songs in here too that I'm really surprised made it through. Like you said earlier, Yokaze no Shiwaza, I was surprised to see that. Let's see.
Be honest.
There's a couple of SK or HKT songs that made it through, and that
Number
includes
one song, I'm surprised.
actually the number one song, Romantic Byo,
Yeah.
which was a coupling song from their 10th single. So I was actually really pleasantly surprised by this, to be honest.
Hmm.
Like, I know that for like the past request hours for a while, it's always been a competition between teammates and NGT.
Yeah, I'm to be honest with the controversy. I'm surprised that an NGT song had made it to the top 3.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and like
Makedemo ii.
Max Toki too is ranked on here at 10. Yeah, I too was kind of surprised, but it's like
Oh,
they're still trying to, like get back up on their feet even after the
yeah,
controversy
that's true.
happened.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the members are innocent. Like,
Hmm.
there is just the bad apples. We
Uh-huh.
can't do anything about it, really.
Yeah, exactly. And it's no fault of the members, like the songs themselves are still good. Like
They are really
Sekai wa
good.
Dokomade Aozora Nanoka is still an amazing song. Even with the controversy that happened, that doesn't really change that.
Oh, to be honest, I wasn't really a fan of NGT to begin with.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, they were kind of a group that
some
I
solid
semi
song.
followed. Like I did like some of the members, but
Same.
like they weren't a group that I like heavily followed that much. But yeah, Romantic Kubyo, which is a unit song. The unit I believe was Tanaka Miku, Yabuki Nako. Tomonaga Mio, Tashima Meru, and I wanna say Matsuoka Hana? Hold on. Coupling song. Released on the 10th single. But yeah, I want to say that was the unit, and we know that Mio has graduated from the group, and Nako is currently in
Korea.
Korea, yeah, with IZ*ONE. So I believe this was just the three of them, Meru, Miku, and Hana doing it. So yeah, that was actually really cool to see that song getting first place. I bet the members were really happy about that. Let's see. Is there
Oh,
anything else you want to talk about in terms of like the request
oh,
hour?
not really.
Okay.
Happy to see. Well, aside from the fact that happy to see more than one SKE song did rank.
Yeah. And again, a bunch of HKT songs.
Exactly. Yes.
Hmm. After like because like the past few years have been kind of rough on them, it's good to see that they are starting to pick up the pace now. They're starting to get back in, start that next chapter for the group. And yeah, I got the members right in the unit. I just checked. So yeah, good on them. All right, then I guess moving on now to some news about the management for the 48 group.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing with this.
Okay, so
I
AKS
mean,
official website announced that the company, sorry, the company will change the name into Bernalawsome and develop a new business. It will not manage its idol group. It's not going to manage three of the groups, AKB, HKT, and NGT, anymore.
mm,
The
it makes
groups will be
sense.
under three new independent management companies.
I think it makes sense considering NMB was never really a part of AKS to begin with. They
Yeah,
were
true.
just
They
not
were
there,
a
and
completely separate record company. That's why all of NMB's music is on iTunes, while the other groups is like
exactly.
nearly impossible to find any of their music. With SKE,
Then
since they've changed agency, their music has started going up on
exactly,
iTunes now. Their most
yeah,
recent single, the special edition of that with all the songs on it, is on
yep,
iTunes, and I bought that,
bought
and I
that
got
too.
to listen to all the songs, including the one with the 10th gen Kenkyusei, which is a really cute
So
song.
what's that? I couldn't really tell.
It is.
No, I couldn't tell which song it was.
Oh, it's Nagisa something. I know that Nagisa was in the title. It was like a summer track, basically. Nagisa no Imeji,
Oh,
that's what it was, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, so each of the groups are going to be, so with AKB it's going to be Kabushiki Kaisha AKB, Kakkokari, which means to be confirmed. And then
yep.
HKT is
All of this
Kabushiki Kaisha HKT, and NGT is Kabushiki Kaisha NGT. So
to be confirmed, of
HKT and
course.
NGTs will be set up on March this year, and then AKBs will be set up in April. And for the
This year.
representative directors for AKB, it will be Uchimura Kazuki. For HKT, it will be Maeda Harumasa. And for NGT, it will be Okada Tsuyoshi.
These people did have something to do with their respective groups somewhere before, but I can't really remember.
Yeah, me neither.
But
Oh, wait, actually, there's a note on here.
yeah,
So Uchimura Kazuki is the CEO of Osare Company Inc., which handled uniform production for AKB48 Group. Okay, that's pretty cool. Maeda Harumasa is one of AKS's board executive directors.
That's why.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because there was an announcement about the management is targeting a new theater. Like they're going to get a new theater for the girls or something like that. Okay,
Oh,
there's actually a note on
ah,
here. So the new management will be established and is going to set up a new theater for the idol group this year. Moreover, it will recruit more staff and have more local activities. On the other hand, HKT's theater, concert tour, and group activities will not be affected. HKT will still participate in AKB's group events in the future. Okay. So yeah, this is cool. They're going to get a new theater. That'll be pretty awesome. And Okada Tsuyoshi is NGT's vice theater manager. Okay.
okay.
Also, I was told to relay this message from Steve. He made a joke saying that the reason that AKS changed their name to Vernalossum was because they got sick of him calling them HK. I'm not finishing that because I don't want to say that word, but that was what he wanted me to say, like just as a joke. That's what he said, just as a joke. That he said as a joke that was the reason.
This is me being tired too. Like, laughing hysterically.
But yeah, we'll see, I guess, later on how this new management is going to affect each of the groups, hopefully for the better. Again, we know HKT has really been picking up the pace with starting the next chapter of the group. I'm hoping this is going to be a good year for AKB, that they'll be able to get back up on their feet after the past
Mhm.
couple of years have been kind of like, in terms of stuff that's happened. And NGT, we don't know. After
We'll never know.
yeah, after the controversy that happened, we can tell that they are trying
Mm-hmm.
to, get back up on their feet, but it's going to be a little difficult for them.
Gonna be a long hill battle
Mhm.
right there. Especially with like the Sakamichi groups like rise in popularity. I think
Yeah.
it will be difficult for not just NGT, but like all of the 48 groups to like
Mm. Yeah,
pick
that's
up the
true
pace,
too.
really. Especially with Hinatazaka.
Mhm.
So I
All
think
right, so with that being
Hinatazaka
said,
is
some news regarding AKB actually that was announced during the request hour. The group announced the release for their 57th single, which will be on March 18th this year. And we have the lineup for the single. So we have Okada Nana, Okabe Rin, Oguri Yui, Kashiwagi Yuki, Kubo Satone, Shiroma Miru, Suda Akari, Takino Yumiko, Tanaka Miku, Fukuoka Sena, Honma Hinata, Minagishi Minami. Good on her getting in the Senbatsu for here.
version.
Mukaichi Mion,
Yeah.
Muto Tomu. I saw the reaction of her sister Orin when the announcement was made. She was so happy that her sister got in the Senbatsu. Murayama Yuiri,
Yay.
Yokoyama Yui, Yoshida Akari, and the center for the single is Team 4 member Yamauchi Mizuki. So, congrats to Mizuki for her first time serving as the center for a single. I know that she recently had a solo concert herself.
It was today, I think.
Today, yeah. Okay. I saw the title
Jerrison
of the
was talking
concert
about it.
was My Revolution, and MY were her initials. I
Rituals.
thought that was pretty clever. So, yeah, the fact that the solo concert happened after it was announced she would be the center for the next single, like, That's impeccable timing. And yeah, I know that she has been like growing more in terms of her prominence in the group. She was one of the up and rising stars of the group that I had been seeing the past couple of years. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what she is going to bring to the group now as the center. So good luck to her, and congrats to all of the girls for making it in the Senbatsu for this single. And now, this is another really interesting project to see from the group itself. Several of the AKB members, as part of a project for celebrating their 15th anniversary this year, several of the
Jesus.
members, I know, that's so crazy, right?
Yes.
Several of the members are going to be opening up their own personal YouTube channels. So we already have a group channel with Murayama Yuiri, Okada Nana, Mogi Shinobu, and Mukaichi Mion, the Yuna Mogi-on channel. I love that name, first off. I love these members, all four of them. And just from
Is
the
this
two
like that for
videos
member
that we
YouTube
have
channel?
got already, this looks so much fun. Like their most recent one after their introduction video is literally them binge eating all the food. Well, not all the food, but like I would say a majority of the food from the AKB cafe because it was filmed before the cafe closed. So that was really fun to
All of that movie
watch,
theater.
especially because they
Some
brought
of them.
out the death sauce and put it like on some of the food to make it
Oh
super
yeah.
spicy. And I was just on the one hand, I was feeling so bad for them because just from their reactions, it looked so painful. But I was also rolling in laughter watching their reactions.
I saw a clip of that. I was bursting into laughter.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying this channel. And of course, just seeing the fact that we've had already several members from across the 48 group. Of course, we have like veteran members like Yoshida Akari, for example, with her channel that's been super successful. And most recently, Minegishi Minami having joined YouTube. And actually, I haven't seen it yet, but Takahashi
No.
Minami appeared as a guest in her most recent video, and I have got to watch that. I saw a clip where the two of them were talking like when Takamina was still in the group that she and Achan lived together at one point. So that was a really cute story to hear. So we have a couple other members who are going to be opening up channels. Kashiwagi Yuki is opening up her channel next month, February, so that will be fairly soon. And then
I hope there's a
alongside
lot of
that,
karaoke and
I could see that honestly. Uh,
who else?
Nakanishi Chiori, Oguri Yui, Kurano Narumi, Sakaguchi Nagisa, and the former Sokantoku herself, Yokoyama Yui, is also going to be doing a YouTube channel. So yeah, these are all going to be exciting to see what kind of channels each of these girls are going to do.
I'm actually interested to see what type of channel Chiori would
Yeah, Chiori, because she's a
go
really
for.
funny girl. So yeah, definitely excited for all of these. All right then, what do you want to talk about next?
Up to you, really.
Okay. I guess we can briefly talk about the sales for SKE's most recent single.
So many graduations, I just realized. And a
Oh
Nogi
yeah.
member announced their graduation today as well.
Oh
So,
yeah, another Nogizaka member did. Sasaki
Sasaki
Kotoko?
Rika. Oh, there we go, yeah.
Yeah, Kotoko.
I never did
I'm not
Nogi, so
familiar with her. I
I
think
can't
she's
say
one
much
of
about her.
the later gen members.
I think she's second.
Second gen. Oh, okay
Definitely
then.
not third or fourth gen.
Okay, that
I
shows
don't
how
know the
familiar
group
I
that
am
well,
with the
so
members of Nogizaka.
pretty
And
sure
yeah,
she's
we
a
did have
second.
a couple other graduations across the 48 group as well. We had Isogai Kanon from STU48 announced her
You,
graduation.
I saw two people surprised by her graduation.
Hmm.
And HKT's Fukugawa Michael.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that name, but I can't put face to name.
Hmm. So yeah, for Maiko, her graduation live will be held on February 22nd. And actually, this is interesting. She said that she is going to change her career after graduation and focus on becoming a dietitian. That's really cool.
Oh, written. Wow.
Hmm. So I'd say good luck to her. That's like an interesting field of study to take on. And then for Isogai Kanon, she will stay in the group until March 25th. All right, then for SKE48, let's see, which one was the most recent? So I have two different articles set up that are giving different information. I don't know if this is just because one is from Oricon and one is
But
from Billboard.
I think Oricon doesn't count multiple copies above 20 copies, whereas Billboard does.
Ah, okay, that makes
But
sense.
I don't know if they changed it.
Okay,
But go on.
with Billboard, according to Billboard Japan, it says that the single has sold 342,143 copies so far and has topped the Billboard Japan top single sales.
Good.
But yeah, I guess that makes sense because with Oricon it says it's at 289,000 copies
That
approximately.
would make sense.
So yeah, that would make sense if it's not counting like multiple sales for one single. Okay, I was a
No,
little
I
confused
think
about
it
that at first, but I'm glad we cleared that up.
makes sense that it doesn't get makes sense that Oricon doesn't count book buys over 20 copies.
Mm-hmm. Gesundheit. Okay, this was some interesting news for me. Furuhata now is going to hold a joint
No,
live with a Japanese girl rock band, Bridar, I think is how you say it, or Brideer. So she's
no
going to
clue.
hold two concerts with them. One of them is going to be on March 23rd at Umeda Trad Osaka, and then one will be on April 4th at Shinjuku Reni Tokyo. So this band is under Zest Entertainment as well, the same agency as SKE48. So this is really cool. And we've already seen, like with Now, she is very capable of holding up a solo concert by herself with the
Mhm.
two solo lives that she's had already. So it's gonna be so cool seeing her perform with a live band, a girls band. I've been saying that I would love to see a version of Honsho performed with a live band.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool, right? I'll have to try and see if I can find anything on this band Brideer because this is definitely piquing my interest. It's gonna be cool to see how these two artists are gonna mash together, what kind of sound they're going to create together. So yeah, definitely excited about this. All right, next up, kind of keeping in with the rock genre, we're going to move on now to the graduated member news. Yamamoto Sayaka has announced a new tour. The announcement I saw went up on her Twitter account, so that's where I got the information on for this. So her 2020 live tour Alpha is going to be starting in February, late February. So the dates on here that I wrote will be from February 22nd, 24th, and 26th. Then in March, it will be March 1st, 8th, 13th, 18th, 20th, 28th, 29th. And then on April, closing it out, it will be April 3rd, 5th, 8th, 9th, 12th, 17th, 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th. I obviously couldn't write down the information on all of the venues because some of them I had trouble understanding the kanji, so I didn't write those down. But if anyone is interested in that, I'd say definitely try going out to look for more information on that. Also, Cyanet is going to be performing at Shine Music Festa. It is a female artist music event that will be on International Women's Day and will be held at Okinawa Onna Village on March 7th. So that's really cool to see. Definitely interested to see that. Next up, some really cool news involving Harupi is she is actually going to be in the cast for one of the next installments in the Atami Satsujin Jiken stage play series.
It's like third 48 former 4846 group member who has been cast in
That's right.
the Atami Satsujin series.
Yeah.
First it
First,
was Yuria, second
Kisaki
Yuria.
Yuria. Yeah.
Last year it was Imaizumu.
Zoom in. And
Now it's Harupi.
now it's Harupi.
Now it's Harupi.
She will be playing the same role,
Cast in
Mizuno
the
Tomoko.
46 member.
Sorry, I
Um,
was taking a
I
drink.
really don't know whether I really don't know whether this story is gonna be different from the ones
Let me see. So,
Min and
it's called Kaizan Atami Satsujin Jiken Monte Carlo Illusion Cast. So it looks like there's
but,
going to be, I guess they're implying there are two separate casts for this. And Harupi is going to be in the Monte Carlo Illusion cast.
oh no, I think
Yeah, that's what it is. There are two cast sets, and she's going to be in the Monte Carlo Illusion cast as the Mizuno Tomoko female role.
yes, because I
So,
did hear that title before. There's so many different version like names. It's confusing.
uh-huh. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how she's going to portray this character. I didn't see all of Yuria's performance. I only saw like some footage of the dress rehearsal when they did it, but I did watch
I
the full performance of Zoomin, and that was amazing.
was like for her debut stage play as well. For it to be that
Exactly.
good.
Uh-huh. And with Harupi, she's already had some experience under her belt with Watashi ni Ai ni Kite, which she portrayed it was a reporter, I believe, was her role there. Yeah, she was a news reporter, and she got to interact with the police there in her role in that. So again, I only got to see snippets from that from the dress rehearsal, so hopefully if we get like a TV airing of this where we get to see Harupi, I really want to see her performance in this. I really want to see how she does this.
That would be so good though.
Mhm.
And the other Tuka Kohei plays that are going on are happening soon as well. Azumi, Hiryuda, and I want to see TV performances of everything.
Yes, all of it. Harubi in this, Yuka in Hiryuden, and then Zumin and
Hiryuden,
Azumi.
and then Azumi.
They need to have like some sort of
Oh,
special TV performance where they just air those three stage plays. It doesn't matter if it's
everything.
like if it could be like on a weekend or something like one day will be this on the weekend and then the other night it'll be this and then the other night it'll be this or something like that. That would be cool.
Like from like the TM cut of Lumen's Azumi and then the rehearsal cut of Yuka's Hiryuden as well. It's just like Oh,
It looks so
some of them
good.
international fans. Oh.
Mhm. So yeah, good luck to Harupi in doing this stage play. Break a leg out there. Like we said earlier, she's been doing so good. So I really wish the best for her with doing this. All right. Next up, you want to move on to the other idol news?
It's up to you because I have no clue about any of this.
Oh, okay. So there was a recent announcement from IZ*ONE that they will be resuming activities. We still don't
Yeah,
have information on when they will be returning, but we can assume that it'll probably be in the next couple of months or something, hopefully. They will come back with their Bloom Eyes
yeah.
album, which got delayed because of the controversy that happened. I did see what looked like a recent pic of the group, and because I hadn't seen them so long, or maybe it was also because of the quality of the video, maybe a little bit of both, there were some members that I could not recognize. And
I
it
mean,
took
I
me a
saw a lot of
while to
fan taking
realize that Chaewon, do you know Chaewon?
short hair now, doesn't she?
Yeah, she cut her hair short, and it looks so good on her.
Also, there are a lot of fan taking photos from like airports and stuff of
Yeah, like Sakura and
members.
Nako, Hitomi. We know that Sakura and Nako
Mhm.
went to Japan because we did see them at a recent HKT concert. So
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't
this
know
is this
that.
is good for them. Hopefully they will be resuming activities in Japan soon. And then going on to another K-pop group with LOONA, we have more teasers out for their upcoming comeback, Hash. So first we got a brand new teaser video for what can we assume is the music video for the title track So What? It is the number 3 teaser. Oh my goodness. There was so much going on here. And like it really wasn't much. It was like a really simple concept is just we're only seeing the members' backs. Like even the video opens with the text the
Hmm.
back of the moon. Where literally all we're seeing is just the members' backs. We get a couple of members who they turn their heads slightly, but we never fully see their faces. But we had some members like Kimlip, Eve, and Yojin who did not turn around. And Yojin especially because she was filmed from far away that we couldn't see her. Some fans didn't even recognize the scene that she was in. They didn't notice her until they like really got looking into it to see which member was in which scene. But I am so excited to see what they are going to do with this song because it definitely feels like they are going for a darker concept, something that they really haven't done before. It's so interesting to see just like the different concepts that they have done with their title tracks. Like comparing it to Hi Hi, which was very high energy, upbeat pop song, and then Butterfly, which had this elegance and beauty to it, and it was a really cool concept. And now we're going for something that's more dark and really hardcore, especially from the members talking about that the choreography is going to go above what they did for Butterfly. Like, on top of the members just hyping it up themselves, just again, what we're hearing from the instrumental and the teaser, I cannot contain my excitement for this. I really can't wait to see what the full music video is going to be like. And of course, they are releasing a second set of teaser pics as well. As of right now, 10 members have been released. The only one who hasn't been released yet is Yojin. And I feel like the fandom is going to lose it when Yojin comes out. Because Yojin is the maknae. She is the youngest, but
Oh,
like I talked about with when they released the first set of teaser pics where it was like them shooting with the red light in front of them. she looks so mature now. And now she's dyed her hair blonde. I can only imagine how crazy the fans are going to be once this comes out. Which will probably be tonight, now that I think about it. It's most likely going to be tonight. So yeah, I'll just bring up
Have
here
fun
real
with
quick
that.
each of the teaser picks. So we had Chu come first. Now that these picks, they don't have the red light over them, it's just the members wearing different style black outfits. We actually get to see some more of like the members like with their hair, for example. Like Chu here, for example, she has the dark hair, but there are like red, pinkish color highlights in her hair, which look really good. And then go on kind of a silvery blonde color in her hair, really pretty. And then we have Hyunjin, kind of a more close-up shot of her, looks really cool. Heejin came after that, her outfit was really cool. Olivia with her hair in a ponytail this time, as opposed to when it was let down. Her hair was in a ponytail in the most recent teaser too, so that's really interesting to see. Then we have Eve. Again, she is rocking the short hair look. Looks really good on her. Vivi looks really cool here. Her hair tied up in the ponytail and her outfit. She looks so cool in this. It's going to be so interesting to see how she is going to handle sort of this cool, almost badass concept that they're going for. And then we have Jinsol. We can see with, again, she's showing the dark hair, and with her hair, we can see the earring piercings that she has, and it kind of looks like she's wearing eye contacts. So that's really cool. Her eyes look really pretty in this. Kimlip, the outfit she's wearing, a lot of fans were pointing out that the sleeveless shirt that she is wearing in this outfit, she's worn this on 2 other occasions. One was for her solo teaser pics when she debuted as a soloist, and then one time she wore it for Odd Eye Circle's repackaged Max and Match album. So that's kind of fun to see that they're bringing it back again for this. It does kind of fit though, because Odd Eye Circle was more of a girl crush concept to begin with, and now it definitely feels like they're going for a more stronger girl crush concept here with this next comeback. And then this morning was Cherry, my bias. Looks so good here. Do I even need to say more? Again, it looks like she's kind of wearing eye contacts here. Her eyes look so pretty. So, yeah, all in all, again, just so excited for this and so excited to see what Yojin's teaser pick is going to be like when it releases later tonight. Also for LOONA, they have also started an official TikTok account. They've already released a couple of videos. The members have split up into pairs and have been doing New Year's messages for the New Year, Lunar New Year as well, because the Lunar New Year was recently, sometime this week. I assume correctly, yeah, was the Lunar New Year. So we got to see the members doing that. And they also had a video, not on TikTok, but a video as a group wishing their fans a Happy New Year. I thought someone pointed this out and I didn't notice it at first. What was really cute with Vivi, the video that she did with Eve, somebody pointed out that Vivi was speaking in Mandarin, which was so cute. Vivi, I don't know how familiar you are with the members, Michael, but Vivi is the only non-Korean member in the group. She is Chinese. Some people thought that she was actually speaking in her mother tongue, Cantonese, but it was actually Mandarin, someone pointed out. But yeah, still really cool to see that she did that. Uh, you still there, Michael?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the background noise. I've just muted
I
just in
heard a
case.
little bit of it, but I think it's okay now.
No, but my brother's still yelling.
Okay. But yeah, I guess with the last announcement we can talk about for other idol news. This is just something I wanted to briefly talk about because I do like this group. Even though I haven't been following them as much, this is one of my personal favorite Hello Project groups. Anjuru member Murota Mizuki announced her graduation today. She will be leaving the group on March 22nd.
Uh-huh.
So I actually really like her. She is, for one, she's a really good performer. She has very strong vocals when she's performing, and she's really funny, really goofy. So hey, I
I
you
see.
know we talked about with the other graduations we talked about. I wish her the best for with her moving on. On the other hand, this is sort of related to it. Another member, Funaki Musubu, who announced she was leaving the group in March this year, will postpone her graduation after the closing of their spring tour. Her graduation schedule will be announced later. Okay. So yeah, best wishes to the both of them, whatever they decide to pursue after they leave the groups. All right, next up, I guess we can briefly talk about some TV shows that happened this week. First off, Yamamoto Sayaka, her performance on Music Station, her first time performing as a solo artist, did her first single title track, Ichirinso, which was a really nice performance. She actually came out recently and said that she had an injury on her left wrist, which is why she wasn't able to move it as
Ooh.
much. But it didn't seem like anything that was too severe.
Yeah, that, that, that's good at least.
Hmm.
I didn't really see the performance myself, but I
Oh,
thought
it
it was
was really good. Basically, like what I realized from that song was like it's very much reflectant of how Sayane feels that she wants to be now that she is a solo artist. Like one of the lyrics in the
alright.
song is, "I want to be a flower who is capable of blooming on her own," which that very much reflects her feelings about how she wants to pursue a career as a
Mm.
solo artist. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense too why she would perform it here. So that was really cool to see. I also know that after the show, she did a YouTube live stream where I haven't seen it yet. I did see a clip of where she performed in an acoustic version of True Blue, which was really nice to see. So yeah, that was definitely a cool performance. I'd say definitely check out a clip of that if you can find it on Twitter. I know that there's some out on Twitter. And then we have Keyakizaka46. We weren't able to talk about some of the more recent episodes that they have, like the second part of their New Year's resolutions special, but last week and this week was the segment where they brought back the giant slide, basically where the members were having to complete challenges in order to save one of the members from falling into a pool, a foam pit, which now the foam pit is full of flour. So that was a plus. That was pretty funny. That of course it's a classic in
This
many
week's
idol
was
varieties
so
is seeing
funny.
the flower come up. So
This
I wasn't able
week's
to
is
see
funny.
this week's because I was out earlier today running some errands. So I was not able to
All I
see this
can
week's,
say,
but I did see last week's. Last week was so funny.
this week's from last week. I'm not gonna lie.
There was a step up.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I know that there was a clip of like the members like I think it was Yuka or one of the members was trying to put on like as many pairs of pants as possible.
Pretty much, the members were challenged to put as many pants on Yuka as it was specifically Yuka as possible because there was the reason behind this was I think a clip from the backstage of the Tokyo Dome concert that was revealed by a member during a previous episode. I can't remember which one off the top of my head. Where it looked like it was uh, Suzumoto and Watanabe Risa I don't know. It was like it looked like they were pulling her pants, like the point of a wedgie, and it looked like she enjoyed it. So kind
Wait,
of
so
made that
that?
into a thing. So they kind of made it into a thing, and particular challenge, the members who um volunteered to do it, Suchida pointed out that they were gave off pretty sadistic vibes. I was like, I don't know about I don't know about Fuchan and Matsuri, but with Akinen and Yuipon, definitely.
Oh, I definitely need to see this week's now. Maybe once the sub version comes up, because I want to see the sub version.
Then I showed you a clip of Moritaru.
Oh yeah, when she was up on the slide and she was screaming so much that like her voice changed or something.
Voice went up a few octaves, yeah, and then they got confused. Thought they literally, the MCs literally thought she was a different person because of how much her voice changed.
I mean that would be me though, to be completely honest. If I was up at like that height on a
In
slide, trying to hang on for dear life and not fall into a pool of flour and foam cubes, yeah, I would be
I think
freaking
the
out and my
funniest,
voice might go a little octaves up.
and then the challenge that members had to do for Hikaru, if I remember correctly, was a relay, but instead of using your chair relay, instead of using your hands, you had to use your feet to hold the baton.
Okay,
It was
that's
like
pretty funny. Yeah, I
members were like
definitely have to check
Aoi,
this out.
members were like Harada, Ga, Habu Yamasaki and Moria. Like I was alright with Aoi and Nen. It's the other three that I was slightly worried about. Aoi started the relay and then ended it. Managed to clear it alright, and then it wasn't only the MCs. Nen was also yelling. Like a bunch of people were like holding Rika for being too slow, and I'm like,
Oh, poor Betica. It was
it
funny,
made
like
sense.
last week they were giving the members a challenge of like doing a scavenger hunt around the studio, and Betica's was find someone who has
Namae
the
nan desu
same
ka?
last name as a member in the group, and she's screaming, "What is your name? Namae wa nan desu ka?" That was so funny.
She did find somebody in the end.
Yeah, it was
But,
Inoue, right? Inoue.
you know, the lady's name was Inoue.
Yeah. And also what was pretty funny is
Yeah.
last week is one of the challenges the members had was imitating gags from famous comedians. And Sugayuka did one by a comedian named Desio, which I'm not familiar with, but apparently her reaction or her imitation, sorry, I can't get that word out for some reason. I need to calm down. Her imitation was apparently so good that the comedian himself reacted to it.
Well, no, it was a Keyaki fan who tweeted
The
tweeted it
clip
to
of it,
him,
and
and he
he
said,
retweeted it
"Yeah,
on Twitter because he's a fan of the group, from what you told me. But yeah, I'm not familiar with him or his gag, but from just the members' reactions, it must have been really accurate. So yeah, this week and last week, definitely a lot of fun. Again, with stuff like this that is like very, very classic segments that you see a lot in Idol Variety. It's really fun to see Keyakizaka doing it and just having a lot of fun with it. Again, there was a bunch of chaos. Basically, it was chaos all around with so much that happened. And yeah, I'll definitely try to watch this week's. All right, I guess to wrap up the news for this week, this is actually not really a idol, but more of a J-pop artist. Some pretty cool news that I saw come out. The solo artist Lisa actually announced that she has gotten married to male voice actor Suzuki Tatsuhina. So congrats to the two of them. That's really cool. I looked up some of his roles, Suzuki Tatsuhina. Some of his notable roles is Tachibana Makoto from the Free series, and he is also the voice of Ban from Seven Deadly Sins. So some of his stuff I'm kind of familiar with, but yeah, this is really cool to see. So congrats to the two of them. All right, and that does it for this week's video. So if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below on some of your thoughts and opinions on some of the stuff we discussed here today, or some of the stuff that maybe we didn't discuss, if there was anything that we missed. I know that there was a couple of stuff that we kind of decided to skip over so that the video wouldn't be too long. I know there was an announcement about MNL48 are going to be recruiting a third generation, but we didn't talk about that here. So if any of you want to leave your thoughts on that, feel free to do so in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and also our second channel, our reaction channel. And we will see you guys in the next video whenever we make it. So until then, bye guys. Bye bye.